I should wait. We can wait.
Hello and welcome everyone to today's video. So today's video is just a little quick video that was highly requested, and since I don't have that much time on my hands today, I figured it would be perfect. So today I'm going to share with you what is in my purse. So a lot of the things that I have in my purse are vintage, mostly thrifted pieces. Most of them are from the 60s and 70s, but some of them are older and some of them are just very special treasures for me. So let me show you all of these. So this is the purse that I use on a daily basis. I love this one. It's from the late 1960s. I love the way that it's kind of like imprinted, and just the way that it is made is so beautiful. I also feel like this goes well with all sorts of 60s looks just because it's such a staple of the time. And it's actually a really simple bag. I love the way that you can close it with like a little leather strap down here because it just keeps your things secure. And then inside it just has 2 compartments, and then that's it. So maybe we'll start with the things that aren't in my bag but on my bag. I currently have this little silk shawl right here because it was pretty windy the past couple of days and I like to just tie them up in my hair or around my neck. I feel like that always adds a little bit of extra warmth. I didn't prepare anything in this bag, it's just everything is still in there from the time that I used it last, which was yesterday because I pretty much use it daily. Then on here I have a little treasure bag. Currently in here I have a dried flower that just has a special memory because I picked it on a day when I still lived in Berlin and just had a beautiful day, so I kept that, dried it just as a little memory for that. And then this is also filled with some lucky coins. These are actually foreign coins. They're used in Hungary. My family's from Hungary and I just have a few in here. That's just like a little bit of change. It's not really worth a lot, but I like to just have it here. And then sometimes when it's raining or something, I will just take this and like throw it inside of my bag. So sometimes you might see me wear the bag like this, but my little treasure thingy is usually still attached to it. So I'm just gonna go through this without any order or anything. Maybe we'll start right in the back. So the first thing that I have right in the bag is this. When you're pregnant in Germany, you get this. Basically, it has all your medical history and all the medical information and everything. I just have to hold it like this so that you don't see like all of my personal information. But basically, they encourage you to take this with you wherever you go, just in case you go into labor or anything might have happened to you. Then the doctors or paramedics already know everything about you and your baby. So I now have that in there, but I will not have that in there forever, obviously. Something that I will have in my bag pretty much forever is this. This is a beautiful notebook. I use this as a journal. I pretty much take it with me wherever I go. I personally love that this has like a darker gray kind of color. I feel like that's really nice. And then this also like makes the pages really easy to rip out because it's like a thicker paper. So I really love that. I think my mom gifted me this one, but I will have a journal with me wherever I go. And as soon as this one is filled, I will just exchange it for another one. Also in the bag, I have this little thing. Let me open it and show you. So this actually has some like natural incense that you can burn wherever you go, and you can actually burn it in this like little container. It's like a little metal container. I got this gifted by Retrograde and I just love to take this with me wherever I go. If we have a picnic or anything, I can just pop this out, burn it, and I just have good spirits wherever I go. And then to go with that, I just have a random lighter in here. Speaking of random things, I didn't even know that this was in here, but this is like a little metal thing that you can use to wear a scarf. I think I use this with the silk scarf. Then sometimes I also just take things away from my outfit throughout the day and then I'll just throw them into my purse. So I'm actually really excited to clean this out and just have a little look because I feel like we will find a lot of treasures somewhere deep down in here. Next up is my wallet. I use this one. It kind of matches the purse, like the way that it is made. I feel like it's kind of matching and I really much love that. And in here I just have like some change and all the cards and everything. It's not that spectacular, but to just have a little look inside, because this is from the 60s as well, You have this compartment right here where I keep change, and then just like some other compartments. Just trying to keep it like this so that no one can steal my credit card info. But yes, I thrifted both the bag and the wallet, not on the same day, but I think it was the same store, but just a couple months apart. But I'm not entirely sure about that. And there's one more thing in that bag compartment, which is the smaller one. I didn't even know that these were in here, but these are some hairpins from, I think, the 50s. I was actually looking for these, but I think I just took them with me at some day. Probably at some point I took them with me because I had a hairstyle like I do today and I wanted to be able to fix it, and then I just probably forgot to take them back. So I will definitely put them back in my vanity because I have been looking for these. Let's continue with the front. So in the front, I have this little thing. This is just like a little makeup bag. It has a mirror up here. I thrifted this. I think in a recent video I actually showed you this. I think I got this in December or January and I love it because it's just so easy if you want to do like a quick fix with the mirror, and you can also put this on a table and it'll hold itself up like this. And then in here I have a few random things. I have this little vintage thing to help you put on shoes. I have a little comb because I feel like if you have bangs, it's always good to just be able to comb your hair whenever you want to. Then I have this. This is by Dr. Pawpaws. I feel like I talked about this before. Basically, it's an all-natural brand. And what I love about this, it's just like a little red lipstick, lip stain kind of thing. But you can also use this on your cheeks, which I love to do. So you can use it as like blush and a lipstick, and it's just like a very compact thing. And I love how this is also very hydrating. Next up, I have peppermint oil. I tend to get migraines and I don't want to take that much medicine because I just don't believe that it is good for you. So if I'll have a migraine that isn't horribly bad, I will usually try to make it go away with this. So this is just like a little roller, and then you can just kind of put it like on your forehead or wherever you want it. And then because it is peppermint, it'll cool your face down and it'll just help you with all sorts of migraines or headaches. And then the last thing that I have in here, this is actually something that I learned from my mom. It's like a blister stick. Basically it kind of works like chapstick, but you can put it on your feet. If a shoe is like hurting you and you feel like you might get a blister, you can just put this on, let it dry for like a couple of seconds, and then put your shoe back on and it'll protect your feet, which is really good for me because I wear a lot of vintage shoes, and I feel like with shoes from the 60s and 70s and shoes that have generally been worn by someone else, sometimes it takes a while for them to adjust to your feet. So to just kind of get through that time a little easier, I like to use this. It's one of those days again where the sun is going in and out, so I hope that the lighting in this video is good. I'll try to fix it if it's not, but I just hope the setting works. So this is definitely the messier compartment. Let's see what else we have. I have another little pouch. In here I just have my favorite sunglasses. These are actually, I don't know what this is called in English, but in German we say lovin, and basically it's the way that this is made, and this was really popular in the 60s. It's like woven. I actually have a purse with like the same pattern and I just love this one. And then in here I have my most treasured sunglasses. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I just love them. I feel like they go with everything and anything. They go with any look. They were super popular in the 60s, and so I usually always have them on hand. What are these? So these are entrance tickets from the thermal bath that we went to in Paris. Didn't know that I still had these in here, but apparently I do. Then in the front as well, I have some Beatles playing cards. My dad actually gifted me these. My dad actually went to Blackpool a couple of weeks ago to a magician's convention. My dad's a magician, if you're new here. I feel like I talked about it before. It's pretty random, but it's also like a part of me and my family. So yes, and he always brings me like little knickknacks. And the last time that he went to this magician's convention, he found a really cool set of playing cards. So these are Yellow Submarine Beatles playing cards. I haven't opened them yet, but I feel like it's always great to have some playing cards on hand no matter where you go. Keep yourself entertained. Next up, I have another little notepad, or actually this is my notepad because the book that I showed you first is like a proper journal. This is like vintage notepad, so basically it's all closed like this. It's like a metal thing, and then you take out the pen on the side right here, and then it just flips up and you can put down all of your notes. I like to use this for just like little to-do lists, shopping lists, all sort of those things. I feel like it's very handy because it is so tiny, but it's just very helpful also. And what I like about it, I got this at a thrift store and I was like, pretty soon I felt like I would run out of paper, but you can actually take this out and refill it. So it says that this is a refillable pad number 150, available from Lovin & Sons Ltd, Warstock RD. Stratton matching handbag accessories. You've probably heard of Stratton before if you're into 1960s fashion and bags, but yes, this is just a little notepad that I very much treasure. Speaking of things that I treasure, I also always have this. I thrifted this as well. I think this is actually meant to hold business cards or something like that. I, however, like to use this as a little holder for all of my Polaroids. So basically this just holds some wonderful memories for me, and I just love the design. This is definitely a beautiful vintage piece too. In here, let's see, most of them are from Paris, so just got a few like Paris monuments. I haven't looked through these in a little bit. They updated them. Okay, and then it also has pictures of me and my boyfriend. This was during like a summer round trip that we did through Eastern Europe, and then this one was in Paris. So yes, I also have some more in there, but some of them are pretty private, so I don't want to share all of them. However, I love that I can keep some of my favorite memories in here because this is so slim and small, but whenever I feel like I have a bad day or I just want to have some beautiful memories, I pick this up and go through it, and I'm always happy about all of the pictures in here. And then every now and then I'll just exchange them. As said, the front compartment is definitely the messy one, but oh, look what I found. Should have cleared that out sooner. I have been looking for this. This is one of my favorite Beatles earrings. It's like a guitar pick, but then it also has the Beatles on it. I have been looking for this for so long. Same with this like stone ring. Have been looking for it for a while, so glad that I cleared this out. Then I also have a random metro ticket from Paris. We also have a pencil. I personally am not a fan of ballpoint pens. I hate them. I will either go with a pencil or something that writes with like real ink. And so I just always have this one with me. You can take it out and then just put it back in, store it. And this is also a metal pen, and then as soon as you're done, you can just order one of like the inside things again and use it over and over again. So I feel like that's pretty sustainable. And you can also open it like this. It has a little sharpener in the back. I just feel like this is a great pen. I've had it for such a long time. I feel like I used this while I was still in school, so just keep on using the things that you have. That's always the most sustainable thing that you can do. Then in the front I also have this. This is the Mystic Musk by Florence. I got this gifted a while ago, and it is a scented oil which is said to bring back the smell of the 70s, and I love the musky sort of smell that this has. It smells so good, and I've actually been using this a lot, and it does not look like it because I feel like the oil is so durable. You just don't need a lot of it to just make you smell great. And this is so practical to bring because it just also has like a little ball top, so you can just put it on and smell amazing whenever you want to. Then I also have this little leather pouch in here. This one has jewelry. So I don't know about you, but for me personally, sometimes throughout the day, my fingers kind of hurt from the rings, or don't really hurt, but they get sore. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like you might understand. And then I usually take off my rings. There's so many in here, and just put them in here. And I also love that I always have this with me because I feel like sometimes I forget to accessorize, or I just don't have time to accessorize my outfits properly, and then on the go I can still pick out some rings and just complement my outfit. So that's also in the purse. We're narrowing the end actually. Let's continue with this little pen that I have. I would have actually put this in the makeup thingy, but it doesn't really fit. However, what I love about this is it's like a white kohl eyeliner, and you can just use it to brighten your eyes. I like to use this when I feel tired and I feel like I look tired. In the 60s that was actually popular, so I will just put a little bit of that inside my crease or like on my waterline. And then it also has this side where it basically has like a little brush, so you can just kind of blend it out a little bit and just give yourself a fresh. Oh, I have been looking for this. So this is cuticle oil. My mom gifted me this because she didn't use it and I wanted to try it and then never found it again. So now I know where it went. Please let me know I'm not the only person who has a messy purse like that and constantly forget. I also have an essential oil. This is lavender. Lavender is generally used if you want to feel a little more calm, and since I struggle with anxiety a lot, even though that actually got a lot better, I still like to have this and just smell it or just put it on, and it'll help me feel relaxed and safe. I feel like everyone has these sort of safe scents that just make you feel home, they make you feel protected, they make you feel safe, and for me that's definitely lavender. And then the last thing that I have in my purse is this. This is a little like shell container. This is actually made from 2 shells, and then it has like a golden little frame. I randomly found this in the streets of New York. Someone just like had a little bin outside their home saying that they would give away things. And this was in there and I immediately fell in love. I feel like it is so unique. I feel like this is something Miss Pamela would have had in her purse, but I just love this. And then I took it home, cleaned it, and then when I moved back to Germany, obviously brought it back. And this actually just has like some cough candy. I actually had this weird cold all throughout fall that just wouldn't go away, and so I just have these in here because I didn't want it to cough all the time everywhere I go, and these are just a little soothing for this. So these are just like some all natural hard candy pieces, and they will soothe and calm your throat. So that's it. That's everything that I have in my purse, everything that I have in my bag and that I usually bring with me every day and everywhere that I go. As said, this is from a random day. I didn't put anything in there or took anything out that wouldn't be in there normally, but I also feel like it just kind of varies what you have in your purse depending on what you want to do, and also like the time of the year, if it's cold, if it's warm. But generally speaking, I feel like that's a good representation of what I usually have in my purse. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love you to give it a thumbs up and maybe share it with a friend. It supports me, it supports the channel, and it would truly mean the world. We are still on the road to 10,000 subscribers, but we're almost there, so subscribe and I will do a great giveaway once we hit 10K. I would love to know what's like the most random thing in your purse, so please leave a comment down below. And also if there's anything in my purse that kind of resonates with you, so something that maybe you find really strange or something that you have too, I would just love to know what you guys carry with you on a daily basis. Thank you for watching this video. I really enjoyed spending time with you today, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Go out, enjoy the sunshine, take yourself some time to focus on you and your mental health today, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye everybody.